Hello everyone, welcome back to Teacup Tarot. My name is Reya, and before I begin this video, I just want to say thank you for being my family, for being so loving towards me, and for being so accepting towards me. And I know a couple of you are like going through like difficult times, or maybe things are not going according to you. But remember this, you're not alone. We, your Teacup family, are here to support you through everything, and you're worthy of every beautiful thing in your life. Yeah? So please know that you're loved, you're cared about, and you're supported. So should you ever feel like, you're all alone in the world, you're not. Yeah? Come back and tell me here if you ever feel like, you don't have anybody to count on, and I'll be sure to be here for you. Yeah? I will come back now to this video today, and the message is messages from Archangel Metatron, because I am absolutely in love with Archangel Metatron. His energy especially is very strong, especially for the past few days I've been really feeling it, and I know a lot of you also feel angels and have been telling me the same thing. So yes, it is very, very normal. Now, you have 3 piles as usual in front of you. So please make sure whichever pile that really speaks to you is yours. And if you cannot make a choice based on the feathers, you can absolutely use one of these plates. And once you've decided the one for you, we'll start with pile 1. Hello, and if you've picked pile 1, these are your messages from Archangel Metatron for your life and your spiritual journey. Let's look into what is coming through for you. Now, Archangel Metatron is telling you, you have to take a leap of faith towards a new life. Okay? Even though your life right now is perfect or it is less than perfect, it doesn't matter. You are now supposed to be like the fool, who just gets out in the world full of childlike enthusiasm, full of childlike energy, knowing that the world is safe for him, knowing that he can be who he is and he can live freely. Okay, that's his message for you. So take that leap of faith is what Archangel Metatron is here to tell you. You have to make sure that your life is balanced. And if you're working, that is absolutely amazing. Work is very important for all of us, but you have time to give to your family. You have time to give to your friends, to people who you love, and to do things that you absolutely love to do. Because if you look at this, this lady, she has like a book in her hand. She's actually doing something important, but she's lost in daydreams. But even that being lost in daydreams is giving her the sense of, relief from her everyday life. Yeah, so please make sure you find balance and zone out occasionally, because that zoning out can actually be good for you sometimes. And remember this, most importantly, you have to make sure that you're not overly attached to things, not overly attached to people in your life, and not overly attached to the story that has been associated with you for a very long time. It's like let go of the past and become like the fool once again, ready for a beautiful future, ready for amazing experiences to come your way. So you have to detach. It's like everything that is holding you back in place, treat it like a bird and release that bird. That is important for you. And remember this, at this point of time, especially I get a feeling like you need to make space for new things to come into your life. Especially if you take a look at your closet and your closet is full of clothes, like packed to the capacity, there's no space for new to come in, right? So let go of things that are not to your liking. Even when it comes to your books, you've not used a couple of them for years, so let go. Make space is the message for you from Archangel Metatron, because he's telling you new things are coming, and make space for those new things. And interestingly, at this point of time, if there are certain things in your life that are unfinished, projects that you've been kept pending for a very long time, finish it. Anything that you feel like you have to tie the loose ends at, finish it and let it go and start a new story of your life. Yeah, that's important, because what happens sometimes, if certain things are unfinished and we're like keeping it pending for a long time, then that is always going to be pending. Yeah, so finish it and move out to the new. And remember this, whatever you're doing in life, you have to make sure that you're doing things right, doing it rightfully. It's like you have to follow the traditions. The traditional path is for you, no deviation right now. Do the right thing. That is the message for you. And pile 1, I get a feeling like there is something about your family. You want a family that loves you. You want a family that accepts you for who you are. And you want to create it is something that is coming forth. That caring connection that is important for you. Yeah, because you really want a family that's beautiful, that is harmonious. So create it for yourself intentionally every single step of the way. And remember this, you are very divinely guided. So of course, being an Archangel Metatron reading, Archangel Metatron is like your guide. And he is going to be every step of the way with you. But for you, what's important is, if you have a spiritual practice, you have to take care of basics. You cannot keep changing your spiritual practice every single day. So if you're deciding, okay, I'm going to be doing this, you do this every single day. And then don't change it every day. That's important, because what happens is you have to have that one vision that, okay, this is what I'm going to follow, and follow it, so that this little ship of yours will go in a straight direction. If mid course you change the way, then of course it's not going to work and you're going to be lost. Okay, so please make sure you have a fixed spiritual practice, you have a fixed deity or a fixed guru that you're affiliated with. Very important for you. And most importantly, it's important for you to be honest with yourself and honest with others as well. You just have to make sure that you are speaking the truth, because everybody else's truth is different and they have every right to their version of truth. Yeah, but you can only do the best at this point of time. So that's very important for you. Be honest about what you expect in life. Be honest with yourself. That's the most important thing. In the end, we can run away from the entire world, but when it comes to our own internal guidance system, there is no running away, and there is absolutely no running away from God. Yeah, so honesty in these relationships are very important, with self and God definitely, and then with others. And it's important for you to let your soul shine at this point of time. I get a feeling maybe you're not paying attention to what your soul wants. And once again, for that, you need that honesty. What does your soul want? And cater to your soul, because your soul always knows what is right for you. Yeah? So once you get that internal guidance, once again, then the soul will shine. Sometimes what happens, we get so busy in our everyday life that we forget to take care of our soul. And then we sort of, lose our connection with divine. Don't let that happen, because that connection is very important for you. And remember this, you can have peace in your life. You can have forgiveness in your life. You can have a fresh chance in life. But for that, you have to follow the example of Mother Mary. And Mother Mary is like selfless. She's kind. She's peaceful. Yeah? And she has this healing energy. So that is the kind of energy that you need in your life. And especially if you are at a point of time, maybe you're not getting that energy, you have to give that energy to yourself. For a couple of you, maybe the relationship you have with your mother is not right. And if it is not getting right, no matter what, you have to mother yourself too. Yeah? And remember this, God, the angels, they are present with you. And in fact, you can always invoke the energy of Mother Mary to come and assist you in this process. And remember, Mother Mary is like a divine mother. She's everybody's mother, and she can be yours too. So mother healing at this point of time is something that may be missing in your life, and Mother Mary can do that for you. And remember this, everything that is happening in your life is divine will. And sometimes it can feel like, this is not fair. Things are not fair sometimes because there is a lesson in that. Yeah? Because there is a plan of the divine. So whichever way life is taking you, go. And especially take a chance on life once again. We get this life once, live it fully. Those are the messages that you need to receive today from Archangel Metatron. To begin with everything, be honest with yourself and be honest with God. And remember to keep that one fixed place of worship, one point of worship, and don't deviate from your spiritual life a lot. Yeah, I'll leave you here with nothing but my best wishes. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 2, these are the messages that you need to receive from Archangel Metatron wherever you are today. Now, first of all, I get a feeling like maybe for a couple of you, deep emotional healing is what is required. The sense I get here is there something that you're not saying? or you feel like, it's not safe for you to voice your feelings. I get a sense that maybe for a couple of you, your voice was silenced, or maybe it was not heard. But it is time for you to, really, really make sure that your voice is heard this time, so that people understand how you feel. That's very important for you. So share your story. Share your story with the world. Don't be hidden, is what is in store. And remember this. Pile 2, in the process of life, sometimes we lose ourselves. Sometimes we lose parts of ourselves that are very important and that are actually very valuable. This can be our innocence, this can be our belief in good things in life, and sometimes it is just belief that people can be good. But remember, anything that is lost can be found again. And once again, this brings me to, if you've lost certain relationships in your life, people that you really loved, people that you really cared about, and you've not spoken to them for a very long time, you can always go back and talk to them, because what was lost can be found again. Yeah, that's important. And sometimes that needs to be found, is what is coming through. And most importantly for you, pile 2, everything in your life is associated with what you believe. Okay, it's almost like, God is telling you that, okay, whatever you believe, I'm going to make your life like that. And that is actually risky sometimes, but then it is also easy. So every day when you wake up, you have to ask yourself, what is my belief? Do I believe I deserve good things? Do I believe I can succeed? And do I believe that I can be happy? And if your answers to these things are yes, you're exactly in the right path. Yeah? Everything that will happen to you, all the success that you find in your life is very attached to your belief system. And remember this. Don't try to dictate life at this point of time. Oh, I want my life to look this way. I want my life to look that way. It's great to have plans. We should all make plans. I make plans. But sometimes there has to be a surprise element to life. And that is called, divine will. And in that surprise element too, things happen beautifully. And I get a feeling like your life is taking you in that direction where something is going to be happening which is going to surprise you, which is going to make you happy and make your heart filled with bliss. That's important, yeah? If you're procrastinating when it comes to something, you know something has to be done, something has to be acted upon, but you're postponing it. That's not going to help, okay? Act at this point of time. Your action is very important at this point of time. Your voice is very important. So rather than waiting for something to happen, act on it. Be the one to make the first move. Yeah, that's important for you. And interestingly, the wind is changing and it is taking you in a very different direction. It is taking you towards the person you're supposed to be. So get out of your own way is a message for you. The change in the wind is actually not happening according to your will. You're taken in that direction, because if you actually look at this, the zebra is actually facing in this direction, but the wind is in this direction. So it's almost like, life is taking you to a place which will make you happy, which will give you a pleasant surprise. Yeah, that's coming through. But remember this, you have to ensure that you're not really very egoistic. And with egoistic, it's like sticking to your point of view all the time. Yeah, somebody else can be right. If you don't agree with it, it's okay. You don't have to agree with it, okay? But don't tell them that they are wrong. That's important for you. And that is ego talking, that I am the only one who's right. Take care of emotions, absolutely, that's important. Tell your story, that's absolutely important. But your story and somebody else's story can be very different. You have to understand that and accept it somewhere is coming through. And remember this, right now as much as you can, simplify your life. Do simple things that bring you joy, very important. Just wake up in the morning, take care of your regular routine. Don't try to do anything that is different, because life is automatically taking you in a place that you're supposed to be, and it is taking you to a place where you will get into the feeling of harmony. See, when things become simple, things automatically become harmonious. When things are complicated, they'll always remain complicated. Yeah, that's important. So especially for people who are very much into, I need to make money, I need to do this, I need to do that. No. Calm down, breathe, and do simple things. That's important for you. Peace in your life begins with you, with your own belief once again. So, right now, whatever you feel like is negative in your life, all the negative energy, you have to let it go. Yeah? So, especially for my healers, who actually undertake healing, can you just not do it for some time? Because you have to take care of your own energy, and I've been saying this for the longest time. I hope you guys are listening. Because at this point of time, you yourself need healing, is what I'm getting through. Maybe physical healing, emotional healing, that's important. Yeah? But peace, well being, harmony for you will begin when you release that negativity. Negative people sometimes very important. And once again, yes, if there are any doubts that you're holding, will I succeed? Will I be happy? Am I good? Am I good enough? There's no need to doubt. You are. The only thing that you need to get rid of is these doubts that you carry in your heart. And once again, I tell you this again, this is something that you've lost. You've lost your belief in yourself. You probably had it sometime in your life, but in the process of life, you've lost it. So cut that cord. Once again, with cords, there are certain cords that are like so deeply attached to you that maybe those cords don't allow you to be free. Free yourself. Very, very important. And yes, once again, I get a strong impression that Archangel Metatron is very, very present in your life, because at this point of time, divine intervention is happening to cut certain cords that do not belong in your life. You're going to really, really get guided towards it. And you're being guided towards your own happiness. So no wonder the change of wind is happening, because maybe you don't understand what is good for you. That is coming through. So once again, this is like the divine director. It's like, okay, God is like sending you his highest agent and telling you, okay, enough of this. We understand that you cannot take care of your life. Now we are in charge. So that is the impression I'm getting. And honestly, this is coming to you as a blessing. Look at this. Oh my God. Remember this, wherever you are, you're protected by angels. They are around you, they're supporting you, and they're standing guard when it comes to your life. So anybody who tries to come in with energy that is not good, they're going to go out. Anybody who is in your life who's like, not maybe for your highest good right now, they're out of your life, because you are a child of God. And children of God get divine protection. And especially because you are from the healer family, healers need to be protected, and that is like, a supreme mission of the divine, because of which you are protected. And the reason why you're protected is because a space is created for you right now. Okay, we are standard guard. We're not really going to allow anybody that's not right for you. Now work on yourself. Okay, that working on yourself is your job. Getting rid of debris of, things that you've attached to yourself, that is your job. And mostly your belief system is your job, because nobody can change your belief system. Yeah? Change your belief system, get back into alignment is what is coming, and find what you've lost. Because reclaiming that is very important, especially in your friend circle. Is there somebody who used to get you a lot of joy and you've lost touch with those people? Connect back. Because they have a purpose in your life, which was cut short, but now it is time for them to return. Let them return. That's in store for you. And act on it. Any divine impression, act on it. Now is not the time to wait. Yeah, but overall, these are the messages that you needed to receive today from Archangel Metatron. And as always, as I wrap this video up, I want to leave you with nothing but my best wishes for your life. I'll see you in my next one. Bye. Hello, and if you've selected pile 3, these are the messages that you need to receive from Archangel Metatron. Now, pile 3, the impression I'm getting here is you need to do something that brings you joy. You need to do something that fills your soul up with the greatest amount of happiness. Whether this is by watching movies, whether this is by connecting with friends, what makes you happy? That is a question that needs to be answered. And go and really, really search that happiness for yourself, because you have to go in finding happiness when it comes to your life. Because I get a feeling like maybe in your life, you need newness. You need more happiness. You need people who make you happy. Yeah? So for that to happen, you are the person who has to be in charge of your life. Yeah, because see, divinely you are very protected. You have divine protectors, you have divine friends who are always with you. But you need people, earthly beings is what is coming through, who bring you joy when it comes to your life. And remember this, time on earth is precious. And the time is given for us, of course, to learn our lessons, but also live life fully. So, if there is anybody out here who's feeling like they're not living their life fully, it is time you take control and live it that way. Because time is really precious, so don't waste your time, chasing things that probably don't belong in your life. And remember this, when you go in search of your own happiness, that is when healing will begin for you. See, the process of healing, in fact, the process of deep healing has actually started. And now there is a little bit of healing which is given in your charge. Yeah, and the time is right for you. So how you have to make sure to ask yourself, how is my healing process going? Am I with people who love me? Am I with people who care about me? Am I bringing myself joy? So that is a question that you have to ask yourself. And remember this, you're different from everybody else in your life. Okay, you're very different, you're very unique. So like this, when people are facing the north, you're facing the south. But that is because your people are in the south, is what I'm getting here. So you are now supposed to go out in search of your tribe, people who are like you, people who are different, people who are unique, and maybe people who agree with your viewpoint is what is coming through. And remember, in this process you have to be very, very proactive. So if in the past you were always waiting for people to come to you, now it's like your turn to go to people. Previously, if you waited for things to come to you, now it is upon you to go in search of that. Be proactive, okay? Don't depend on anybody else. Don't be, codependent. Codependent relationships at this point of time are not for you. You are exactly at that point in your life where divine is asking you, what do you want? Do you want to go in this direction or do you want to go in that direction? Because the healing process has begun, no? See, when a person is not healed, then he needs people who can actually guide them. But when a person starts the healing process and is in the process of completing that journey, then he is always on its own. Free spirit. That's what I'm getting. So you're exactly where you belong. And remember this. Now is the time for you to find your community. And I'll tell you this, the process of finding your community has already begun. There are people in our life who bring us the greatest amount of happiness, who are like us, who view life like us, who are our tribe. You're supposed to now come in contact with people who are your tribe. And you will instinctively know who these people are. And remember this, these people are exactly like you, who are very different from the world, who probably see the world very differently and are not afraid of being themselves. Yeah? Who are not afraid that they shine very brightly, because you have to find your own shine now is coming through for you. You need people who see how beautiful you are. So if you have people in your life who are like, who don't see your worth, you have to find those who do. Very important. And for that you need courage. See, making new friends, going and connecting with new people requires courage. Taking steps in your life which maybe are taking you out of your comfort zone need courage. So whatever it is that you have to go out and find in life, that will need courage, but that courage you have. And if you don't have it, ask for help to find that courage when it comes to your life. Oh, look at this. Prosperity, sisters, are happiness and joy. So in your life, I'll tell you this very clearly. When it comes to money, money will only come when you're doing things that you love, and money will only come when you do things that bring you joy. See, there can be 1 day or 2 days when you're like, oh, I'm really not enjoying this. We all have those phases at work. But if normal days you're like, okay, I'm really happy, I'm really enjoying this. Okay, prosperity will right away walk into your doors. That is the secret of prosperity. It comes happily, and it comes to happy people who enjoy what they do. And remember this, okay? If there is any kind of problem that you're facing in your life right now, especially related to money, maybe anything related to your life, if you want to make it better, donate money to charity. If there is a certain wish that you have in your heart and that wish is not coming true for a very long time, perform a charity with the intention that I want my wish to come true, and hence I'm giving this money or giving these resources away in charity. And you will then realize that any blocks that are in your path, when it comes to your goal fulfillment or whatever it is that you want, that will actually come true for you. And remember this, if there is anybody out here who's constantly facing obstacles in their life, maybe sometimes even one after another, you have the capacity to overcome these obstacles, and see, you've already been given the solution for that. Charity, when you give, when you open your heart, when we generous to other people, it comes back to us. When we give blessings away, those blessings come to us. Yeah, so you have to do that in your life. Give, be giving, be generous, be graceful, and be kind, because everything you have given in your life will always come back to you. Remember that. And most importantly, at this point of time, you have to ask yourself, is there something I did which was wrong? Is there some karma that I did in the past that was wrong? And try to rectify that karma, or try to be a bigger person. See, what's important for you right now, it's like you have to resolve your past karmas. And sometimes when you don't know what karma that is, just simply ask for forgiveness towards God. In prayer, in contemplation, forgiveness prayer is something that you have to do. Just sincerely, just pray for forgiveness. And if you really want to overcome it, charity is really a beautiful way to do that. Yeah, see, because what is happening, you are at a point where your healing is almost complete, and the point where you've reached it's in your hand. So once again, you can give yourself healing by praying, by meditating, by inviting that divine white light to come to you. And second is by asking for forgiveness, so that all the past karmas are resolved from your life, and then devoting money to charity. What it will do for you is, it will free you of everything related to your past, and it will then give you the courage to step into the future, to meet new people, and to find that joy and happiness when it comes to your life. But for all of this, you have to be proactive. You have to meditate, you have to ask for forgiveness, you have to be the one giving in charity, and you have to find your tribe. So being proactive is something that you absolutely cannot miss. See, remember something, all of this is a process. It doesn't happen in a day. So dedicate the entire next month to this practice. Everything. Seek joy in your life, seek happiness in your life, ask for forgiveness. Make the most of this time, because this time is very, very important for you, so that you can heal completely, become a new person, and live a full life, because you deserve to live a full life. Yeah, that's what's coming for you today from Archangel Metatron. Overall, these are the messages that you need to receive, and as always, I'm going to be praying a great deal for you, because I feel like all the prayers that you can get at this point of time are going to be helping you. And if there's somebody else who is there and who's probably watching both pile 1 and pile 3, please say a prayer for people of pile 3. And prayers, let's just come together in prayers, because prayers right now will change all of our lives. Yeah, I'll leave you here. I will see you in my next one. Bye.